are back now with a program that is really making magic in the classroom. Kids aren't just learning cool tricks, they're also building self-confidence and self-esteem. It's called Hocus Focus Education, and we're happy to have the creator here with us today, Kevin Spencer, who looks a little like Kevin Cronin from REO Speedwagon, but that's another story.
He just can't sing. It's a good thing we're doing tricks.
Yeah, good to meet you. You've been doing magic your whole life, really.
I have, since I was a little boy. Mom and Dad bought me that magic set when I was about 7. Learned all those little tricks, carried them to elementary school, junior high school, worked my way through college doing magic. So.
And when did you decide that you wanted to take it to other kids?
You know, early in my career, I was involved in a really bad accident. Hit by a car, woke up in a neurological intensive care with a closed head injury and a lower spinal cord injury.
Holy cow.
And that's really where it started. I found myself in physical and occupational therapy for a year, and it was incredibly boring. And I kept thinking there's got to be a better way to make this more fun. So we developed a program that integrates magic tricks into physical and occupational therapy to work on motor skills, cognitive skills, planning, sequencing. And I found myself working with so many kids in the hospital who are on the autism spectrum or had ADHD or sensory integration disorders. I kept thinking, why are we doing this in the hospital? Why are we not doing this in the classroom? And then Hocus Focus just kind of grew out of that concept of, one, kids learn best when learning is fun. So we started taking the magic into the classroom, showing them how teachers can be creative and bring all of these great elements in when they're trying to teach a lesson.
We saw a little bit of video of the kids doing some magic tricks. You've got a couple here for me now. Tell me, you know, if you come into a classroom, what are you going to do with kids? Maybe I'll give one a try. You think I can pull it off?
I think you could. You know, the great thing about the project is it works with simple little things, rubber bands, paper clips, pieces of paper.
Okay.
So school systems aren't spending, you know, thousands of dollars that they don't have to buy this stuff. Lesson number 1, we'll start off with something easy out of the curriculum.
Okay.
It's a simple little rubber band. You place it on these 2 fingers just like this.
Okay.
So you show everybody the rubber band is here.
Yeah.
It's right here. And when you wave your hand, the rubber band jumps to the other side, just like that.
When you wave your hand?
Ah, see, look at that. All right, let's show everybody at home what we need to do. So the rubber band goes right here on these 2 fingers. Secret move happens when you turn your hand. When you pull this way, what you're actually doing is putting all 4 fingers down inside that rubber band. And then when you open your hand, it's automatic. But what this does for a child, physically, for somebody with sensory integration disorder, somebody on the autism spectrum, we're working on coordination, fine motor skills, flexion and extension of the fingers, ab and abduction, supination and pronation of the wrists. You can lock this one in.
You know what? I'm going to jump you to the next one. We've got about 30 seconds left. You can kick that one up one more notch, but show me this one because there's math involved here. And
this is all about fractions and science, the motion. So 2 paper clips and a $1 bill. Magic's always more fun with money. So they're on each side, and then when you grab the corners, not touching anywhere, they jump up in the air.
Awesome.
And they link together.
Oh, kids, and being able to do that in the class, having success with that?
And it all ties to a national or a Common Core state standard of learning for the teacher. So it's all the stuff they're teaching already, it's just a more fun way of learning it.
Hocus Focus, we have a link to your website, and teachers are talking about this. So if you want to learn more, you can go to KARE11.com and you can find out about this or anything else we've talked about on today's program. Kevin, great to meet you.
Thanks for having me.
And we'll be right back.
All right, I had to get in on that because you guys were having way too much fun. So now you're going to teach me how to do it.
Right, we're going to kick this one up a notch. So this is Kevin, if you're just joining us. Hocus Focus is the curriculum you've designed that incorporates magic for a classroom activity. And help me through, tell me again how to do this trick.
So the rubber band goes right here on these 2 fingers. There.
All right.
So show everybody that it's there. This is the presentation part here. And then the secret move, when you pull it this way, all 4 fingers go inside that big hole. There you go. And then open your hand. Ah! Now we're gonna notch it up.
Okay, all right, notch it up.
Second rubber band.
Second run. Okay,
so now this time we're gonna lock it in by twisting this rubber band across the tops of our fingers.
How could we possibly make it work with that roadblock?
No, it's impossible to get it off.
All right,
same move.
That. Same move.
Look at that. And it still jumps. And this becomes about problem solving, critical thinking, and observational techniques for your students. They look at that, and now you have to ask them, how did that happen? Why did it happen? Well, then it becomes about a math thing of it sharing this space. The rubber band doesn't really penetrate, it just jumps through here.
And the cool part, maybe a kid who has a challenge knows something that the other kids don't know yet, and
You're right.
there's a chance to celebrate.
This is especially great for children on the spectrum, because magic is all about patterns and sequences, and children on the spectrum are all about patterns and sequences. So they understand the magic very quickly, but it helps them with all of those motor skills and social skills that they do struggle with. It's just and with 4 out of 5 kids on the spectrum being boys, magic is such a great tool to kind of tap into something they're already interested in and grab that curiosity and develop creativity. Like we said, learning is more fun when it's fun.
I know you're coming back to Burnsville next March. We should say, too, that you have a home edition of Hocus Focus.
We do. For parents who homeschool, all of this is tied to national and Common Core state standards of learning. So if you're homeschooling your child, or if you're a teacher and you're looking for a really engaging curriculum, it's an 11-week curriculum from beginning to end, starting with simple tricks all the way up to some really awesome things that kids can do. It's a really great way to teach things they need to know.
So it's more than just rubber bands and paper clips, or is it mostly that?
You know, it's rubber bands,
those are
paper
simple
clips,
and easily
pieces of
affordable.
rope. All of it's very affordable, and the kit actually comes with a DVD of me teaching the lessons, all of the materials that they need to do all 11 weeks of the curriculum. And when we come back to Burnsville in March, we're going to be doing professional development workshops for teachers to show them how they can integrate the arts in their classroom in a way that's meaningful and authentic for their students, and that they still know the answers to the questions when it comes time to test them.
Well, fantastic.
Yeah.
I have one more question. I have $2 bills in my wallet today. Could you change them into 20s?
And then you're taking me out to lunch if that's the case.
See me after the show.
It's a pleasure to meet you, and it's so great that you've been able to take something you love and then move it forward and give it to kids of all ages and abilities.
Thank you. It's a great privilege to be able to do that.
All right, and again, we've got more information about Hocus Focus on our website on KARE11.com. So let's check out, how about the forecast one more time?
Well,
I feel like
is there
I'm
any
making
magic you can do with that? Yes.
It looks pretty magical
Exactly.
to me.
Yeah.